One line from Ohtani that created a massive economic impact.
Ever since Shohei Ohtani joined Team Japan, that pose that's been spreading throughout the team has taken off in a big way. But right now, Ito-en, the company sponsoring Ohtani, is facing a major wave of panic. Why did something he did during a game cause such a frenzy for Ito-en? Let's take a closer look at what's really going on.
Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe.
The untold story behind that pose.
In this year's WBC, a brand new celebration was born within Team Japan. It's called the T-pose. And the whole thing started with just one comment from Shohei Ohtani. On March 2nd, the day before an exhibition game, Ohtani gave an order to pitcher Koki Kitayama, a former junior teammate from the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters. Announce this tournament's home run celebration tomorrow. That was it. No hints, no details. Kitayama later recalled, "I thought about it so much I couldn't even sleep." But Kitayama didn't give up. With his smartphone in hand, he started researching Japanese traditional culture from scratch. Ninjas, samurai, sumo, he considered every possible idea. But most of them felt too predictable, and many had already been used by other athletes. He just couldn't come up with something that felt right. Then, suddenly, it hit him. T. There were two reasons behind it. First, since they were competing on the world stage, he wanted a pose that represented Japanese tradition. Second, Ohtani appears in commercials for the tea company Ito-en. That's right. Shohei Ohtani serves as the global ambassador for Ito-en's Oi Ocha. For Kitayama, who is from Kyoto, tea was also a culture that felt very close to home. And that's how the tea pose was born. Holding an imaginary tea bowl with the left hand, placing the right hand over it, stirring twice, and finishing with a motion as if taking a sip. But on March 2nd, the day of the exhibition game against the Oryx Buffaloes, things didn't go quite as planned. Before the game, during the team huddle, Kitayama demonstrated the pose. Yoshida and Wakatsuki even tried it out right after hitting home runs. But the reaction wasn't great at all. Then came a blunt response from Ohtani. "Yeah, this isn't it. Go think of something else." Seiya Suzuki of the Chicago Cubs also chimed in with a tough comment. "Honestly, it's not getting great reviews." That night, when everyone gathered for dinner, Ohtani called out to him, "Hey, come here." Kitayama then explained the meaning behind the pose to Ohtani. The act of preparing tea, making tea, can also symbolize scoring points. And the motion of whisking the tea closely resembles the movement of stirring around the bases of the baseball diamond. When he carefully explained this double meaning, Ohtani's expression suddenly changed. "That's actually really interesting." That was the moment Ohtani gave it his full approval. In the exhibition game on March 3rd, Suzuki launched a massive solo home run into the left field stands. The Japanese bench erupted in excitement. After that, once the WBC officially began, Ohtani himself started doing the pose after hitting home runs. Before long, it had completely caught on within the team. At this point, it's worth taking a closer look at the deep connection between the T-pose and Ito-en. In fact, this wasn't the first time Ohtani unexpectedly created a huge economic impact for the company. Standing beside the trophy, Mamiko was holding a single bottle in her hand. Japanese fans recognized it instantly, the iconic green label. And it wasn't just any bottle. It was the North American edition of the Ohtani bottle, featuring Shohei Ohtani's batting form printed on it. This moment was clearly visible in photos and videos posted on social media by a reporter from the local station KTLA, as well as by the Dodgers' co-owner, Billie Jean King. Japanese social media timelines were immediately flooded with comments like, "She's holding Oi Ocha." "That's the ultimate sponsor moment." Ito-en must be crying tears of joy right now. Inside Ito-en, the reaction was no different. A sales representative in charge of the North American business later said, "Negotiations with a store we were meeting for the first time suddenly became much smoother because of that bottle." It was the brand whose product was held by Ohtani's wife during the World Series parade. Yes, just handing over a business card was enough to change people's expressions. The impact was that powerful. An Ito-en staff member who watched the parade footage later reflected, "Honestly, we never imagined he would do this much for us." It wasn't a flashy promotional campaign or a big advertising tie-in. The bottle was simply there, naturally, as part of the Ohtani couple's everyday life. That kind of moment, one that feels like a reward, is something no amount of advertising money can ever guarantee. From the beginning, Ohtani and Ito-en have been working together on a project to spread Japanese green tea culture around the world through Oi Ocha and their premium matcha brands. At Hanamaki Higashi High School, Ohtani's alma mater, a special vending machine featuring the Ohtani bottle design has even been installed on campus. Students there reportedly pass by it almost every day. And after years of building that kind of trust, it all led to that single bottle appearing during the World Series parade. In the domestic exhibition games held in Nagoya, after Ohtani joined the team, massive crowds packed the dome. He thrilled the fans with his full-power swings that sent the ball into the stands. And when a young boy asked for a signed ball, he held an impromptu autograph session, showing incredible kindness. He even threw an unexpected challenge at a younger teammate to help bring the team closer together. Both on and off the field, Shohei Ohtani truly is a special presence. When you consider the economic impact created by that single bottle during the parade, every time the T-pose appears on the global stage of the WBC, attention toward Ito-en will only continue to grow. A small performance brought in by one player unites the team, and before long, it begins to move society itself. That's the kind of power the WBC holds. Even in economic terms, its impact is truly immeasurable.
The economic impact Ohtani brings to the WBC.
If Team Japan wins the WBC in this tournament, just how big will the economic impact be for Japan? On February 24, 2026, Professor Miyamoto of Kansai University released an estimate. The figure came to an astonishing $600 million. Compared to the estimated $350 million from the previous 2023 tournament, it represents a massive increase. So why has it grown this much? Professor Miyamoto pointed to three main factors. First, rising prices caused by inflation. Second, the surge in fan interest thanks to the participation of popular players, like Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And the most direct factor is the massive increase in broadcasting rights fees. Above all, the broadcasting rights becoming about 5 times higher is considered the main factor directly boosting the overall economic impact. Compared to the previous tournament, the broadcasting rights fee for this WBC has jumped to nearly 5 times the amount. The rights became so expensive that Japanese commercial TV networks failed to secure them, leaving Netflix as the only platform with exclusive distribution. But baseball's popularity in Japan hasn't declined. If anything, it's rising, largely because of Ohtani's success. In fact, during the exhibition game against the Oryx Buffaloes, a crowd of 40,000 fans packed the dome, showing that the excitement had already reached its peak even before the tournament officially began. As Professor Miyamoto pointed out, one of the very first reasons he gave for the increased estimate was the presence of Shohei Ohtani of the Dodgers and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Their names came up immediately, showing just how much Ohtani's influence is pushing the overall economic scale of the WBC itself. As of 2026, Ohtani has sponsorship deals with 20 companies, including Ito-En, Family Mart, and Wei-Kohl. For some companies, products featuring Ohtani sold at twice the projected pace, within just 6 months of release. They also succeeded in attracting entirely new customer groups, including younger consumers and women. And this year as well, with new partnerships between the Dodgers, Ohtani, and Japanese companies, many are looking forward to seeing the team grow even more energized.
Thanks for watching all the way through. What did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us as we continue to follow Shohei Ohtani's incredible journey. See you in